A man does not bring value just because he's male. A male brings value because he's financially independent, because he's in shape and cares about his body and is able to protect his wife, his children, his family, because he's able to problem solve and get you out of a mess if you're in it, because he's ambitious and driven. All of those reasons and more. That is why a man brings value. So you can't just turn around and say a woman brings value just cause. What? Just cause what? What are you bringing to the table, and why are men not allowed to ask you what you're bringing to the table if you're allowed to ask them? Double standard. No thanks.
I haven't seen this, but I think I can already have an idea.
No, this is different than you think it's going to be. This is too much. Girlfriend got stuck.
Bail out. Just bail.
She got stuck. She didn't want to throw it. So now she's trying to get guys to come over and help her to lift that thing off her back. And I guarantee you there were guys that saw what was going on and were like, I'm staying out of this. I don't want to be in some video. I'm not getting involved. I'm approaching her, all that. And this is what I say about like feminism wrecking men, because your natural instinct as a man would just be like, let me go over and help this woman, right? Normal. You got to be afraid to do everything now. And I think that's why when people say the death of gentlemen and all this, women complain. I saw a video of a very prominent female figure being like, oh, all the good men are gone. It's like, well, you can't. Whatever was inside of them that would have made them actually act like men, guys are afraid to be men.
Yeah. Feminism has disincentivized men from being gentlemen.
Women don't want to submit. They don't want to surrender. They don't want to make a sandwich, let alone cook a freaking pasta dish.
Like a real
They
meal.
don't want to clean. They don't want to. Women, even when they have children today, women are, and I am hating on these women. I'm sorry. The best thing for your child is to have your child vaginally. Yeah. Women are scheduling cesareans. They are not breastfeeding their children. I fed my son until he was 7.
Women are not interested in equality. They're interested in superiority with absolutely no accountability. They want the accountability of a 5-year-old, the superiority of your boss, all while telling you that you're stupid.
Should OnlyFans females be taken serious?
Fuck no.
Why not?
Because there's women like us, natural, that have decent jobs, that should be taken serious.
I respect that shit.
I wish women really understood nowadays how horrible we present ourselves on social media and publicly when it comes to conversations about money and men making money. It blows my mind whenever I come across a post on social media of a woman who announces her pregnancy and she's pregnant by like a rapper, like a pro athlete or something. And there are thousands of comments from women under that post saying, God, please, when is it going to be my turn? Lord, please send me my millionaire. There are whole pages on TikTok and Instagram dedicated to teaching women how to sniff out millionaires and how to sniff out men with money. I just want to know, how did we get to this place collectively as women? Not, Lord, please send me a man of values, a man of morals, a man of integrity, a man who will commit himself to me, a man who will love me, honor me, respect me, a man who will be a good example for my children, a man who will lead my family properly. No, just send me a man who's a millionaire and I'm going to figure the rest out on the back end. Imagine being a good man. Imagine being one of the men that I just described. A man who wants to find a wife, a man who is all of those things. And you go on social media and you're scrolling through the comments and this is what you see. This is what you have to choose from. This is what you see the mindset of modern women as. And then one of the most ridiculous responses to this that I've seen whenever women are challenged on these things, the response is always, well, half of the men who are worrying about it, they're broke anyway. They won't have to worry about a woman trying to use them for their money because they don't have any. That is not the point, sweetie. That's not the point. Your mentality as a woman, especially a woman who is considering having children or who has children, should not be financial status first, integrity, character second. It is so sad to me how the modern dating market and the overall tone of the modern dating market is that of entitlement and what's in it for me. People place way too much emphasis on financial status. And there's nothing wrong with wanting a partner who is financially stable. There's nothing wrong with wanting security. But when you are placing monetary gain over the very fabric of what a relationship is and a family foundation is supposed to be, you have got things very wrong. And you really need to check yourself.
But white men have been doing this for a long time. So I think black men are just now coming up on it. And it shows that there are a lot of people just plain sick of feminism, period, across the board. So I have no issue with black men deciding that they're sick and tired of being sick and tired, because what I think is that black women, they saw this happening, but they never thought it could happen to them. They continue to think you could just put anything in front of a black man. You could be fat, you can talk back, you can ridicule him, belittle him, and be condescending anytime you're upset, and he's just going to continue to be right there, because where else is he going to go? Now he's showing you he's going to get his passport, and he's going to look elsewhere. And it's not about just color. I think a lot of people are thinking, oh, you know, you all, you suffer from colorism. A lot of these men are saying they want black women. They don't want American black women, which just shows that if we course correct, as you said earlier, we might could stand a chance. But as long as you think they're crazy, I'm right, I'm not changing, you need to bow down and listen to me, then you're going to be, you know, stuck at home with your vibrator.
So many gems dropped, man. Where do we start? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So, you know, I kind of been on TikTok trying to get back up on it, you know, because I definitely need to get on there more, man. But one of the reasons why I tend to try to stay away from it, I don't know, I guess it's kind of like a gift and a curse, so to speak. Because whenever I do, I come across a lot of good content, like I just showed you guys. But then I had the situation earlier that I referred to in the video prior to this, where I hopped on a woman's live, and you know, you try to be open to having the discussion, you know, with detractors, and seem like these detractors don't want to have the discussion. They just want to bash. And that's the reason why I had so much respect for the Lapeef network, the Peef Experience, when they had me on their show called Cheat Critique. You got to think that that panel was, for the most part, majority women, and we were able to have a very respectful conversation. I mean, I'm like, and it was pretty dope to meet a chick on there who was actually from the same city I'm from, which was pretty dope. So, you know, shout out to Coach K, you know what I mean? She seemed to be a real cool chick. I don't know, maybe I'll try to do a collab or something when I get back. Because, you know, as you know, I still got about, let's see, today is Sunday. So I still got 8 days left here before I fly back out and go back home. Um, yeah, a lot, you know, a lot to unpack with all those clips. I just wanted to let them play through, because you know there really isn't much that I disagree with, but I definitely want to chime in on the lady at the end, and that's one of the reasons why I made that the very last clip. I find it real funny that, you know, and this has had been brought to my attention many a times, and a lot of you guys say it in the comments all the time. This passport bro movement, this isn't anything new. It just wasn't until last summer that a label was put on it, and you know, seeing how women celebrated Kevin Samuel's death is definitely what propelled it, definitely helped propel it to where it is now, because a lot of black men are joining this movement. Um, but before, it was always predominantly, you know, other races of men, mainly white men. But you're even starting to see more white men come out and say they don't want to deal with American women either. So with that in mind, the reason why I played that last clip is because she mentioned the F in this movement. Plays a big role in the why men are leaving, because what it has done, it has gave women this a certain mindset that men can just not deal with anymore. Now, I will say this, it is starting to spread across the world, because y'all saw that. I don't know if y'all noticed, there was like a little note up at the top that said, you know, even the African women are starting to buy into it. And I mentioned that in the previous video as well, because I'm seeing some African women trying to cape for these American black women, and I'm thinking to myself, y'all must be very naive or not paying attention to what these women are saying, because these women are calling y'all uneducated, poor, and needy. So I find it real strange that you would come to the aid of the same women that are saying these things about you. That's not a good look in itself. It pretty much shows that being naive, it isn't just a a Black American woman issue. Hate to say that, but that's just what it looks like. And another thing that that I want to chime in on that she said was the weight. As you know, I believe Black American women are the most obese out of all races, which is a shame because they're known for having the best bodies. You got women of other races literally getting BBLs just so they can have a similar shape than you, but all men are asking you to do is just try to stay in shape. We're not asking you to be 110 pounds, like a model. We just want you to be healthy, you know what I mean, for the sake of being healthy. You know what I mean? I'm like, and I don't want to. I mean that's all that is. Especially if you're dealing with a man who's gonna be on his purpose as far as his fitness goes, because as y'all know, I take my fitness very seriously. So with that in mind, I think that's another one of the things that get misconstrued because I remember doing a reaction to the Daily Wrap Up crew, and I remember those women were saying that men hold black women, to like ridiculously high standards, which is so far from the truth. I'm like, if anything, I would say that men standards really aren't high enough simply because we get shamed for having standards. Because like that woman just said at the end of that clip, we're supposed to accept whatever comes with you. Meanwhile, we're the ones that are expected to level up and elevate. See that hypocrisy? But it's good to see that we're starting to see more and more women speak up. But if you not noticed, more and more of these women are calling those women pick me's and over here getting their TikToks banned and want to try to take them down on YouTube. I'm like, y'all really don't want men to have a voice, do you? It's like if you don't want men to be leaders, if you don't want men to have a voice, if you just want men to just shut up and do as they're told by women, just say that. If it's a gynocracy and a matriarchy that you want, just say that. Instead of instead of doing all this manipulation to try to make it seem like we're just bashing when in reality men have just grown a backbone and are speaking up. And y'all don't like it. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel blog, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.